Yuck, what a miserable day. Well guys, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all. Welcome to Hartung Family Farms, and today we are going to be hauling some grain again. So Curtis, but here's the thing though, we are going to be hauling grain hot and heavy. So Curtis already took off with the truck that I was driving yesterday, the 99. Got this truck running. We got Jeff's truck running, so I am going to take off from that actually. And we are going to hopefully get 2 trucks going before lunch. And then after lunch, we're going to get the 3rd truck running because those guys are just finished putting it back together. If you guys remember in this video right here, Car Do It, you guys want to take a look from yesterday's stuff. We had the good truck torn apart and put the new bumper on because we hit a deer. Yep, fun stuff. So they almost have that put back together. So after lunch, we're going to hook the trailer up to it. We're gonna hook the trailer up, and then we'll be running 3 semis. It'll be pretty fun. Let's get her going. Had to move this pallet out of the way. That way I can get at the trailer. So now we'll finish the pre-trip. Just kicking tires, making sure everything's good. I wonder what this is. And now we'll roll. Well, I was gonna put some diesel in, but it's got plenty. So now we're gonna hit the road on this kind of miserable, mucky day. We're gonna go actually haul out of Preston today. I haven't hauled out of Preston in a year or so. Most of my actually 2 years. Most of my hauling comes out of Delmer. Yeah, this elevator that we haul through, they have locations at Delmer and Preston. Obviously we're closer to Preston, but they just have a bigger facility at Delmer, so it's when I'm hauling, there's just more of a chance for them to haul out of there. So let's hit the road, Jack. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. We're gonna go ahead and side draw out, filling out of this back bin. So, like I said before, Pat sold 10,000 bushel, I sold 3, so we got 13,000 bushel to haul. We can haul roughly 1,100 a load. So we need 12 loads to go. We've already got 2 delivered. Curtis is on his way down with a 3rd. I'm gonna be filling up the 4th. And we're gonna go from there. We should be able to knock it all out. Rolling into Clinton. Nice truck. Now the fun part, how many traffic lights can I dodge? So I wanted to kind of bring up the fact that the grain markets have been rough lately. So just to give some examples here. I could have sold my grain right out of the field for a price of around $5.30. Right now, that same price is down almost $1. I would have to sell my grain right around $4.40 right now. Luckily, the local elevator I got, the local plate, wow, this road is terrible. It hasn't gotten any better. But luckily, the local processor that we're delivering to is offered a bid or a higher price, a local higher price. So that way we're selling this grain at $4.73 right now. So it could be a lot worse. But like I said, most guys don't have this fortunate, you know, to have a processor this close. Where those guys are paying closer to that $4.40. It's not good, not good at all. The grain markets have been in kind of turmoil lately. Everybody thought that we would have a pretty poor crop last year, just given the drought in the early season. But lo and behold, somehow we dropped overall acres of corn, but we had a record crop. So prices have just fallen off the absolute map. It has not been good. So like I said, I'm not saying this as a pity party, just kind of giving you guys where we're all at. Farmers are definitely hurting. A lot of guys who haven't priced their grain farther out, you know, they're
time for the hills. There's nobody ahead of me and just go.
They're definitely not sitting good. Oof. And I am definitely one of them. I did not forward contract any grain. And right now my dad and I are sitting right around 25% full, 25 to 30% sold. I wish I was closer to 70.
Nobody in the bottom, so that's smoother that way.
Oh well. Probing. Here's the other truck that's hauling for us. That's hauling from Delmer. He's coincidentally also named Ron. And he actually was broke down. He left the store at 8 o'clock this morning, got broke down, and now he's on a foam test. So he's got to sit there for a half hour. Fun. You just kind of see how everything's been foggy for the last while. I don't really know why. I know why, because it snowed and it's been above freezing for a while, so the ground's colder because snow is obviously below freezing. And the air temperature's warmer, so it just kind of creates that inversion factor. I don't know, science and stuff. Yeah, the other semi isn't out of the shop yet. That's neat. Thought it'd be gone by now. Looks like it's just Kurt and I hauling for this of the day. More than likely. But anyway, so it's been really foggy. We haven't seen the sun in almost a week. It's just been kind of miserable out. Everything's just sloppy. Very sloppy. There's Curtis. Gonna load this one out of the chute here, which is coming out of the leg, actually. So, it actually was plugged up the first load. That's why I didn't load out of it. Cute. Busy place. They got a truck loading over there. Truck just pulled in empty. And I just got loaded. Busy place. Guys hauling some grain, and I apologize for the little speck on the camera. I can't get that out. Well, they might not be taking the semi out. They haven't gotten it by now. I'm guessing they're probably gonna like bed cattle or I don't know, scrape up the manure yards, cattle yards. I'm not sure. So I didn't realize this the last time I drove here, but that's like a 8-inch drop right there. Yeah. So I am just cruising in first gear, just kind of slowly making my way to it, through it. The processor here really needs to get their crap together. Like, this road is horrible. We're having to go about 5 miles an hour. Not good. They need to put that grader to work. That's what they got to do. But this processor's under a pretty massive legal investigation, and their stock price just dropped 20% this week. So that also is not good. What's up? That's fun. Man, it just went from decent visibility over a mile to quarter mile. Nice. Nathan is down there scraping up manure I saw down at Pat's place. Thought I'd see the manure spreader going, but I guess not. They are must be too moist. There's Curtis right there filling up. So he's on load 3 for the day. I am filling up load 3 as well, so we'll take 6 in after lunch. Not too bad. Well, 5 in. I can't take this one in just because I gotta go ref basketball game. Just got done, loaded for the last time. So this is load number 3 that I've filled for today. So not too shabby for an afternoon. So like I said, I'll go park this thing back at the farm, and then yeah, see what we got going on. All done. Shutting her down. Cool. Well, between Curtis and I, we would have hauled roughly 10,000 bushels between last night and today. So not too bad. Sorry, we hauled roughly 8,000 bushels, and we'll have another 2,000, 2,200 on wheels. So should be able to get our 13 loads in by the weekend is done. Like I said, I sold 3,000, Pat sold 10, so not too shabby. Kind of see all the steam coming off. Must be from the rubber, because rubber does heat up as it's going down the road, especially when it's got weight on it. So I bet that's just steam. Not hot to the touch, so that's good. Whew, not a bad day. I think it needs a bath though, is what that thing needs. Let's go see what Darren's up to. Power washing. You guys cold? You're a biggin'. Hi, babies. Just feels weird walking into this house that's empty. Grandma hasn't been here more than 2 weeks in the last long time. Well, she's back together. Look at all this chrome. Fancy. We didn't do the staircase or the tanks yet, but look at these rims. Look at the fenders. Look at the whatever the heck these things are called, mud flap holders. Fancy. Very, very fancy. I love it. You gotta take pride in some of your equipment, guys. Especially if you got time to do it. Those guys, like I said, stayed up here till like 10 o'clock last night and got her done. And they also got this thing welded back up and put back together. So this truck's ready to roll, except they just didn't bring it out today because everybody was off busy doing other things. Pat had to go visit Grandma this afternoon. Nathan's out doing cattle stuff, and Darren's taking off for the day. And I mean, it's not that bad of an idea because this thing's all polished up. Go take it out into the crappy weather. It'll be out there soon enough, so why rush it? And everything's just melting. Everything's just a mucky mess right now, so it's just gonna be what it is for a little bit, but at least on the bright side, guys. So again, we were in a massive drought, but I mean, 24 inches of snow plus we get an inch of rain over the last 3 days. That's really gonna soak in. Tiles aren't even running, and for you guys who don't know, tiles running is a good indication of your soil moisture. Tiles are basically pipe laid anywhere 3 feet to 4 or 5 feet underneath the ground. If those things are running moving water, that means you got excess water. You got surface water draining all the way through the subsoil, getting down to your tiles and getting carried off the field. Tiles are good when you have excess moisture, but they're also a good indicator on how basically your moisture levels in general. Well, around here, our tiles aren't even running yet, so that just tells you how much water we are lacking here. And no, the ground's not frozen. It's got a little bit of frost, but it's just soaking right in. So yeah, we are very thankful. Our prayers have been answered for all this moisture. Hopefully it keeps up. Hopefully it doesn't just overrun us. But you know what? Beggars can't be choosers. So, like I said, guys, it really hasn't been a whole lot going on. Really, most of our cattle are already gone, our fat cattle. We already sold most of them. We got 3 loads left, I believe. So that's almost done. We are getting ready for calving season. Calving season is going to start in the next couple weeks. So that's going to be exciting. New babies on the farm is always fun, that's for sure. And then the cycle starts all over again. We start calving, then the weather gets nice, then we start with small things like boundaries and fertilizer spreading and other stuff. And then we get into rolling hard into anhydrous, which is put on our nitrogen fertilizer, not our dry, our fertilizing is our dry fertilizer. Then we get hard into, like I said, preparing for planting with secondary tillage. We got to spray. Then we get into planting, and then we start this whole thing all over again, guys. So it's going to be a fun ride. Really appreciate you guys coming along with us. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care, take it easy, stay safe, and ta-ta for now.